several situations, including human trafficking. I also have a lady I gotta get of before I go there because she's gonna try to help explain that I'm telling the truth, at least about the parts that she can verify, which that's essential. People need to work together, whereas prior to this, all these different agencies I was going to were trying to push other people out. No, they don't need to do that. That's exactly the opposite of what needed to be done. These different agencies needed to coordinate to help me, not to hinder me. They knew I was disabled, and every one of these people knew every step of the way what they were doing was wrong. And I found another feather. I only need about 400 more of these. The little ones, I might actually save them up to make a little model of Archaeopteryx, the first bird. The problem with that is I don't have a place to do it, and I don't have enough feathers yet. But I like making things. It helps to keep my mind straight, helps to bring my mind off what's going on in the world around me. Now Tom, his sacrifice, he also got me a coffee this morning and a burrito for breakfast. Now there's nobody over here panhandling. I spent about 14 hours overall sitting on my duff, holding a sign, and I didn't make squat. I got this morning, sat down, and in less than 2 hours made $70. But I also sat down and spoke with him. He's a local. So the reason he made the money that he did is because he's a local. Oh my God, buskers! Pretty good. I'm making a YouTube video. I didn't expect somebody to be here. Bushes are tall.
Totally.
Absolutely. I'm the guy who lives in the green car over there, the other side of the van.
That thing's cute.
Yes, sir. You guys instrumentalists?
Oh, yeah.
That's always grand when somebody comes up to me while I'm drawing a picture and asks if I'm an artist.
Totally. Are you?
Used to be.
Cool.
Cops screwed up my wrist a bit, so now I just try. However, I'm in the way of you making money, so I'm going to go that way.
Fine.
Thank you. I work out. Exactly. And good luck on your gas. If that van is yours, that thing eats it.
We'll get filled up real quick.
Yes, sir. All right. Anyway, with that lady, she drives all of us nuts. And we're trying our best. Oh, they got a dog. Anyway, the situation here with a lot of the nut jobs that I got to deal with. It's nice to have help. One thing those cops wanted to keep on pushing. It's because they were misinformed. But now, he wanted to escape and I was helping him to do that. The problem is, yes ma'am.
No disrespect.
Are you good?
Is some water here?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. That kind lady just gave me a whole case of water and a bag full of food. Anyway, and I could go out there and say thank you to her 1,000 times, and I'm so thankful that she brought that. I mean, I've been having a hard time. I needed to get food with the money that I was trying to get, and I didn't get any money, so I didn't get any food. And I have food now. Also, it's been kind of difficult to get water There's places I can go for water, but with the MapQuest being screwed up and me not being familiar with the area, I've just succeeded in getting myself lost on several occasions. This video is about Tom, though, and what he's doing for us, and that includes everyone in the community, and including the police. That lady is a handful, and we all know what kind of trouble somebody like that with that personality type can create for everyone within a community. And also there's a lot of bias to go with that she knows she can play on. If she doesn't get what she wants, she knows she can play on her gender. I let Tom know that I'm gonna help him out best I can. If he needs a ride somewhere and I don't have room in my vehicle, there's some stuff in here that's not super important. I'll find a bush, just stuff it in temporarily so I can give him a ride where he needs to go. If it becomes an absolute need where he has to get away from her like the other day, yeah, I'm totally down. He also knows that I gotta go to this place here and take care of stuff. So he's gonna go try to take a nap. She kept him up all night, 2 nights in a row. And so he got an hour of sleep last night and maybe 2 hours the night before. So now that it's daytime and it's warm and sunny, he went over somewhere where hopefully she won't find him, where he can take a nap. He did say he was keeping an eye to see if she was on some sort of a drugs. Obviously, likely meth, because she never shuts up. But nothing yet. When I go into homeless camps, unless there's immediate abuse, I usually don't record the actual camp or even record in the camp. Now, you noticed in the Dalles that I absolutely recorded in the homeless camp, but in Hood River I didn't. That's because in Hood River, when there was an incident in one of the camps, I was always blindsided by it. Whereas the one in the Dalles, you can see it. It's telegraphed from a mile away. I mean, it's run like a prison yard, and not by the people who are volunteers, but by other homeless people who basically run it, like I said, like a prison yard. The building itself is run by the volunteers, and the parking lot is run by the prisoners. And most of the people there, you know, even though they haven't done anything wrong, are actually prisoners there. They can leave, but that's the only place where they get any sort of safety, because any of these people that are going to want to beat them up there are going to want to beat them up elsewhere. But there's more deterrent there than there is elsewhere. One of the people inside of the building, if you assault somebody, they might see it. Or somebody there might be friends with them and might beat your ass for picking on somebody. It's 12:17. I gotta be where I need to go by 1 o'clock. It's a 4.5 minute drive from here, so I should be all right. The lady who's gonna make the calls with me, I'm gonna get a hold of her as soon as I get off the phone with you guys. For her, he's her sense of safety. So she's latched onto him real heavy. And any of the ideas that he's going to have for getting her to Portland or anywhere else that she might want to go, she will likely shoot down, even if he's going with her. At this point, she's probably pretty well aware that he wants to get rid of her, and she's doing everything she can to make sure that he doesn't. Try to keep him here and try to keep on his senses as a decent excuse for a human being. He wants to keep his word. He wants to help her out. keep his word on certain things. He's still trying to help her out. He understands that she can make things worse for all of us. Just like nearly every man in America is aware that if he's being assaulted by his wife, he has to be worried that he's going to be the one arrested. Kind of a similar situation. I mean, this guy he's older. And I don't want to take him for anything that he's got. You know, I see what he's doing out here in the community, and I believe that he should be, you know, he's elderly. He should be better taken care of than he is out here. He's a Vietnam veteran, and actually is a Vietnam veteran. There's a lot of stuff that, you know, he's not going to ask her anything with an acronym, because she's going to turn it into a big long story and change the subject. So he sticks with simple stuff. He doesn't care about her MOA. He just wants to know what the bullet sounds like when it goes past. Or are we talking about something that's a big and a fat round? Or are we talking about a small, fast, high-speed round? You know how much I know about the sound of bullets flying past me? I know the sound of ricochets quite well, but I've never had people actually shoot at me with actual bullets. To my knowledge, anyway. I've had some folks that shot at me with some pretty loud fucking, what do you call those? Air rifles? And they were loud enough, I thought they were actual guns, but then again, I was too busy getting the hell away from it to bother with actually finding out if it was a real gun or not. I was informed later that it was just a BB gun. I've been shot with BB guns plenty. I've only been shot with an actual round once, and it was an assault round, and it was right in my buttock, my right buttock. And it prevented me from even thinking about sitting down for 2 to 3 days. Anyway, he's doing his best to try to keep her away from people, which means that he has to listen to all of her talking. When he ditches her at camp like he did just now, he left there this morning. Somebody's got to stay at camp. It's either going to be her or him. Last time that I was aware that he was watching the camp, she ended up not coming back until like 10 o'clock at night. 9 or 10, when she was supposed to be back way earlier. And he had things to do, and he just had to sit there and watch their gear. I don't have anybody to watch my gear. So right now, she doesn't want her stuff took or stolen or whatever, so she's at camp watching the gear. Anyway, I'm gonna have to take these water bottles out one at a time because of my back, but I'm gonna get them put in the vehicle. That way I have them. Water is pretty important out here, and although the rainy season is coming up and that worry won't be there anymore, the rainy season is not here yet, so... donuts. Donuts, but I won't eat these. So I'm gonna go give these to the gentleman over there. Everything else in here, she brought me bread, bananas, oranges, and apples. I can't eat the apples, I have no teeth. So, oh my God, you are too cute. All right, there's a dog over here. All right, so I'm gonna go try to calm these guys into taking the food that I won't eat or can't eat. And it's not out of rudeness or anything, I just won't eat them and I don't have any teeth. Will you people please take these donuts and these 2 apples off my hands?
We cannot.
I'll forgive you. I'm gonna find somebody to pawn this crap off on.
Totally.
You will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, it was worth a try. You're okay. We're stuck in between a doggy barking more. They're barking at the dog over there. The dog's barking at them. Dog ain't even looking my direction. It's beeline for whatever tiny dog that is. Whatever it is, it's a tiny yapper. It definitely don't sound like any bigger than, well, much bigger than a Chihuahua. From the sound of it, I'm imagining a little tiny, well, quasi-poodle looking thing. Let's see, this stuffed into my vehicle. Hopefully before my battery dies. Bread will get squished, but I don't mind eating squished bread. And I always squish my potato chips because I have no teeth and they stab me in the gums. And the best way to do this is to open it up, because this is a big old bag. Grab it from the bottom so you don't pop the seam. Squeeze as you push against your chest and roll it up. Now we've gone from this right here to this right here. And it's partially crushed, so that means it'll be easier for me to eat. And I can shove it in my headrest. Alright. Also, since I'm getting ready to leave, it's probably a good time to start up my vehicle and start getting a charge on my electronics, because they certainly need it. All right. I've also had this whole ordeal in the fact that I speak out, referred to as The Sean Show by my predators. Welcome to The Sean Show. You can call me Sancho Villa. Yes, when I make impressions like that, people like to pretend it means that I'm becoming someone else. Oh no, it's another personality of Sean's. He thinks he's Lord Richard Stark. No, I'm not Richard Stark. I'm Eddard Stark. I seen part of that there show, and I gotta tell you, it grossed me out. Kroger creamy peanut butter made with fresh roasted peanuts. Very nice. Alright, now if we can keep my half a thing of what do you call that? Radiator fluid. If I can keep it from falling over on me, we should be good to go. I still need to find a place for all that water. We'll do that now. I do save the bags here because in my man purse I have some supplies for drawing with charcoal and chalk. And basically, instead of drawing the face and just leaving the reflective areas uncolored, what you do is you color the reflective areas and the shadows, and you use the brown paper as the skin tone. It makes it a lot easier actually to draw a person and make them stick out three-dimensionally on paper. Obviously not literally three-dimensionally because it's a two-dimensional plane. But that's kind of the idea behind shading, is that you can make it look three. Ooh. Oh. That tasted very heavily like a breakfast burrito. Thank goodness it didn't taste like a McDonald's breakfast burrito. That's even nastier. Alright, that took longer than I expected, only because I didn't take them out one at a time and stuff them into all the nooks and crannies. It wasn't one of the big ones like I thought it was. I could only see part of them from they were set on the other side of that brown bag, so I didn't see them. Well, how many there were. I thought there was more. That's not a complaint. I'm glad to have it. Matter of fact, I'm glad that it wasn't one of the big ones, because if it had been, I would have never gotten it to where I got it. Oh yeah, that one's busted, so I have to cross over to this one. Anyway, I gotta end this. Good to be ready. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper and no victim left behind.